Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. We are in a different location. I really wanted to film with natural light and just kind of film out in my living room. That's actually been a goal of mine for a long time, but I feel like the natural light is just very inconsistent. Sometimes it's really sunny, sometimes the cloud moves in front of the sun. Today, I think it's pretty consistent. We'll see as the video goes on. I have my coffee, which will hopefully keep my brain flowing. I feel like I'm dealing with some serious sleep deprivation lately because the baby is in the middle of like the 4-month sleep regression. So speaking of the baby, I'll share some updates on him. He'll pop on and say hi. A lot of you guys have been asking how he's doing. I never really share updates because I just film beauty videos for the most part. Sometimes I'll share him on Instagram, but I wanted to give you guys a little update because he's 4 months old, which is so crazy. And we are moving. So I wanted to share that with you guys, talk about those details, share some channel updates, share some pug updates. I'm sure they'll be running around here in a second, but I just have a lot of things to talk about in today's video. I do want to say thank you to today's video sponsor, which is UnHide. You guys, I've been using UnHide products for years. I have been raving about them. I have probably like 12 of their products at this point. I have something in every color. They make the most amazing, just like luxuriously soft vegan fur blankets and apparel. So I wanted to share 2 of my favorites with you guys. The first one is their Marshmallow Blanket. Like, look, this is so big. I'm going to have to do like a shot for you guys of it on my couch so you can see how big and fluffy it is. But there is a reason why this is one of their best-selling products. I actually got one of their Marshmallow Blankets as a gift a few years ago, and ever since then, we've all just kind of fought over who gets to use it, the pugs or Brady or me. This is like a weighted blanket, but it's better. It is so plush, so soft. It feels heavy and luxurious. Their Marshmallow Blankets are made with 90% recycled materials, which is amazing. And like I said, it's vegan fur. It's completely cruelty-free. These are perfect because you can throw them right in the washing machine. They stay soft as you wash them. Let me just try to show you guys. Like, this blanket goes on forever. It is so big, so large, really nice. I just went and grabbed the other product from my closet because this is something that I wear pretty much every single day. I mentioned this back in December when I was doing a gift guide video because Netflix and UnHide teamed up for such a fun collaboration. So this is their Shleepy robe. It's basically like this throw on anywhere robe that you can wear when you are sitting at home watching Netflix. You can wear it when you're out and about because it is so warm and cozy. I have done that many times. I love this because it has pockets, which is really convenient, and it also has sleeves. But this is nice because it comes in 4 different colors. So there are neutrals. I have this color, Sweet Rose, which is so pretty. And it comes in a standard size and then also a plus size as well. If you have not tried an UnHide blanket or one of their robes, you guys will love them so much. They're available at unhide.us. You can use my code Andrea to get 20% off, which is amazing. You can use it on the Marshmallow Blanket, the Shleepy robe, or something else on their website. Their products sell out so quickly because they really are amazing. So if you are looking for just something really cozy or you're looking for a gift for someone, these are going to be a great option. Definitely check them out. I'll put a link and my code in the description box below, but you guys will not regret it. Their products are the best. Okay, so like I said, I just wanted to catch up with you guys and chat with you about some different things going on in life because I don't get the chance to really chat with you guys about life in my YouTube videos. I feel like when I'm filming, I'm so focused on beauty and the products I'm talking about that I just don't always get the chance to chat. I know when people are watching beauty videos, they don't always want to hear about, you know, life or the pugs or babies or whatever, so I try to keep it focused on beauty. But I feel like it's nice to catch up with you guys every once in a while, so I wanted to share what we've been up to, some different things that we have going on. So we are moving, which is very crazy. It's not something that I thought was going to happen in 2021, or no, what year? It's 2022. It's not something I thought was going to happen in 2022 or 2021. I thought it might be like a year or 2 away, even longer. So we actually closed on a house yesterday, which is so crazy. The process moved so quickly. I found the house on New Year's Day, and then we placed an order like the day after, or it was that weekend, somewhere around there, and the offer got accepted on the same day, which is amazing because the real estate market is crazy, and in our town especially, I feel like it's been amplified because there aren't a lot of houses for sale. So every time a house goes for sale, people get into a bidding war and it's super expensive. And that's just not something I wanted to do. So the fact that our offer got accepted right away was amazing, but also a little bit unexpected. So I feel like everything just happened very quickly. We were not planning on moving. Our life has just been so crazy over the last few months. If you guys missed my video back in October, we adopted a baby. We became parents very quickly. We were in the adoption process for a while, but then all of a sudden we got the call and everything happened very fast. So I feel like our life has been a little bit of a whirlwind, and I don't think moving was really in our plans. We actually got this letter. I talked about this in a video years ago, but we actually got a letter saying that our house was possibly going to be taken under eminent domain. And basically, eminent domain is when the government needs your property for whatever reason, and legally they can take it if it gets approved or whatever. They have to pay you like fair market value, compensate you, all of that. In our case, they're expanding a major highway kind of close to us. So a lot of the houses in the area got this letter saying that our property might be needed. We were just kind of left in limbo because, the pandemic started not too long afterwards, and nothing has been updated. I think at the end of 2021, they were kind of making some plans to get started again. But basically, we were just waiting because for us, we were okay with it because we weren't planning on living here forever. It's a pretty small house. We always figured once we had kids, we would move eventually. So we thought we would just wait it out. But the issue is we didn't want to make any changes to our house. We need to redo the bathroom. We need to redo the floors. But we didn't want to put money into it if the house was just going to get taken and essentially get knocked down for the highway. I've been joined by the pugs. They're both around here somewhere. Here's Kenny. Here's Charlie. They love this blanket as much as I do, like I said. Charlie actually probably wants to get under it. Go ahead. Anyway, now that the baby is here, we've just kind of been thinking a little bit more seriously about moving just so we have a little extra space because we're kind of a little bit cramped here in this house. It's been the perfect size for Brady and I, but I just feel like it'd be nice to be able to spread out a little bit. So we talked to a lawyer who specializes in eminent domain, and we also talked to some real estate agents, and they said basically we could sell our house, which we didn't think was a possibility. We would obviously just have to disclose everything going on, but there are some people who might be interested, whether they want to purchase it to rent it out, whether they're looking for like a short-term house, or they don't think that, the project will happen, which a lot of people who live locally don't think it will actually go through. So we thought, let's just go for it. Let's try it out. Worst case scenario, if it doesn't sell, we will just rent it out ourselves. So anyway, I found this house on Zillow and it was perfect. The town where we live, there's just not a lot of houses that go for sale. And if they do go for sale, they sell very quickly or they're just very, very outdated, which is fine. But for me, I just didn't want to put a lot of work into a house. We're not like big DIYers. We're not really looking to flip something because that's just not our skill set, to be honest with you. So I was kind of looking for something like this one. Like when we had moved into this house, someone had purchased it and kind of flipped it. It needed a few changes, but nothing major. And we stumbled across the perfect house for us. It's a little bit bigger than our current house. There's just a little bit more space. And you guys, it is in the same neighborhood as my sister. I am so excited. We've always just wanted to have like houses right next to each other. These are so close. Like we could walk to each other's houses, which is amazing. I mean, she's only like a 2-minute drive up the road from where I already live, which I don't think I said. We're not moving far. We're just moving up the road. Right now, we just want to live in the same town where we live. My family is close by. My parents live down the road. Both of my sisters live here, and a lot of our extended family live here as well. Maybe eventually we'll end up living somewhere else, someday down the line. But with the new baby, we just love being so close to family. It's a house. It's perfect for us. It's not, overly big, but it's a little bit more space than we have here. There's a lot of great, beautiful natural light that I'm excited about. A couple of extra rooms that we don't have here. So I'm just excited. We're both excited just to be able to spread out a little bit more, and we're so thankful that we found this house and we got it when we did. I think we're feeling a little bit overwhelmed because we're supposed to be moving on a Saturday. We just closed on this house yesterday and we really haven't packed. I think just trying to work and have a baby and pack at the same time feels like a lot. And Brady has packed up a little bit because we had to take photos of this house because we're going to be trying to sell this house as well very, very soon, which I hope the market works out in our favor and we are able to sell it quickly, which would be amazing, but we do need to pack. Thankfully, we don't have a lot of things. Brady and I definitely tend to be a little bit more minimalistic, which will work in our favor as we move, but I still feel a little bit overwhelmed. So if you guys have any packing tips or unpacking tips, please let me know. We have not moved in years. We bought this house that we live in like 7 years ago, and that was the last time we moved. So I feel a little bit stressed out by everything, especially now with the baby, just trying to keep him comfortable, keep the pugs comfortable. I feel like they've had a lot of change over the past few months, so I'm just hoping they're not too stressed out by us moving. Okay, my camera died and I had to take the dogs outside for a second. So anyway, I was just basically saying that I hope the new move is not too stressful on them because they're getting a little bit older. Kenny definitely still has like puppy energy, but I feel like just all of these changes, like a new baby and then a new move is a lot for a dog to process. Like Brady was just saying the other day, you feel bad for dogs because they can't understand the fact that you're taking them out of their environment and putting them in a new one, and you can't really explain it. Like obviously we will be there, but it will definitely be a big change for them. I'm sure they'll be excited because I don't know if I said this already, but our new neighborhood has a lot of kids, a lot of dogs. There are tons of places to walk, so I'm sure they'll love it, but it's definitely still going to be a change for them. So I hope they'll be okay. Okay, the lighting is going to be all over the place in this video, but I wanted to share a little update on our baby. You guys, look how big he is. He's about to go on a walk with Brady. He puts him in the baby urine when the weather is nice enough, and today it is over 40, which is so nice. And then they walk the dogs up and down the street. So he's kind of bundled up a little bit, but I just wanted to grab him for a second so I could share an update with you guys. So he just turned 4 months old, which is so crazy. You guys, look how big he is. The last time I shared him on camera, he was only a few weeks old, and he is getting so big. He is just like the sweetest, most curious little baby. He loves people so much. Every time we're out in public, he'll just kind of like turn his head and try to catch everyone's eye to get them to look at him and chat with him, and it is so much fun. He talks a lot. He's not saying any words, but he just babbles a lot and will chat with you. He's kind of talking a little bit. He just woke up from a nap, so I feel like he's still a little bit sleepy. But he constantly wants to be like sitting up. Like if we try to lay him down, he does his best to like sit himself up in our arms. And he always wants to stand and just kind of bounce around and just be really active. So he's definitely at a really fun age where he's just super interactive. We think he's been going through a little bit of a growth spurt because he has been eating so much. And I know the 4-month sleep regression is a thing, and we think he's kind of in the middle of that. He's been waking up like every morning at 3 a.m. to just kind of wake up, and he'll be wide awake. Like after we feed him, he'll just sit there and stare at us and talk to us, but he is the best. Okay, we had a little bit of a spit up incident. I'm sure I will cut that out in editing so you don't have to see that in action, but that happens very, very often. I feel like especially now because he's always wanting to just like stand up and sit up. But last week we traveled to meet some of his cousins, which was so much fun. So we have 2 nieces in town. They are 4 and 5. He loves them so, so much. I feel like he knows the difference between kids and adults, and he loves kids so much. And then last week we went to visit some family that lives out of town. All of the rest of our nieces and nephews live in Iowa, where Brady is from originally. So he has 6 of them out there. I should probably give them back to Brady so they can go for their little walk while it is nice outside. Last thing I want to mention, he loves the dogs so much. A lot of you guys were asking me how the dogs are adjusting, and they love him. He's at the age where he can notice them and he'll like pet them. And when we're down on the floor like playing with them all together, he loves every second and they love it too. So it's just been the best. I'm so thankful. We're so lucky that we get to be his parents. I feel like the next few months are just about to get so busy because I'm sure eventually he'll be on the move. He'll start eating solids. So I feel a little bit overwhelmed by the next stage of parenthood, but we will get there. We will tackle it. But if you guys have any tips for like, well, he's 4 months, for like 4 to 6 months, please let me know. But yeah, parenthood has been amazing. It has definitely been a really big adjustment because for such a long time, it was just Brady and I, and we didn't have to worry about anyone else other than ourselves, obviously the dogs too. But having a baby definitely changes things. I feel like our whole life just kind of flipped and our schedule flipped, and all of a sudden it's not just, our schedule and our time we're thinking about, it's him and when he needs to eat and when he wants to take a nap and things like that. So it's definitely been a big adjustment. We love it so, so much, but I feel like you can read books and listen to podcasts, but you can't really be like fully prepared for how much things change. It's definitely been interesting just trying to manage our time. I feel like I've gotten better at time management because instead of knowing I have like a lot of flexibility in my schedule, I know that I have to get things done when I have the time to get them done. So it's been good in that aspect, but it's definitely been different. A lot of you guys ask me like, what about parenthood is harder than you expected? And I would say time management is one of those things, but the lack of sleep is still really, really difficult for me, even 4 months in. And I'm so thankful that, Brady and I are raising him together, so we'll kind of share like waking up in the middle of the night, but it's still really tough. I was so used to getting like a ton of sleep. So, you know, especially lately since he's been waking up at like 3 a.m., I feel like my brain is just in this fog and I have a hard time dealing with the lack of sleep. Like my brain just never seems to work as quickly as it used to because I just feel like I'm dealing with less sleep. And then if I wake up at 3 a.m., I have a hard time falling back asleep, and then it's just hard to catch up. So I would say lack of sleep is the big thing that I was not prepared for. I feel like you do what you have to do. I mean, in the beginning, like the first 2 weeks, we were taking a lot of naps because we were not prepared for it at all. At this point in life, you just kind of function on less sleep. I think because there is such a lack of sleep, we have to focus on ourselves and taking care of ourselves in different ways. So I am definitely getting back to like my health and fitness journey. If you guys have followed me for a while, I started a health and fitness journey back in like 2017, and I did such a good job up until 2020. 2020 was so difficult just because we were at home all the time, and you know, we started the adoption process, and I feel like 2020 and 2021 were just full of so much stress. So, you know, health and fitness kind of moved to the back of my priority list, which isn't good. And I'm hoping to get back on it in 2022. So I might film some videos kind of sharing my journey as I get back to it, because I was actually in really good shape. I lost a lot of weight. I was exercising a ton, and I feel like that just hasn't happened for a while. Life is kind of crazy these days, so I feel like it's a little bit harder to fit it in. Brady is so much better at like getting consistent exercise than I am, but it is something that I'm working on getting back to, and I'm excited for it. I feel like even though life is crazy, I'm at a place now where I am ready to jump back into it. So if you guys would like to see videos on that, I can definitely film them. But honestly, life is so good. I am so thankful. I feel like it is so different now than it used to be, even just last year. But I'm really thankful that I get to be a mom. It is the best. I feel like even though it is so crazy, I just love every second of it. I really do. We look at him and honestly, we just can't even believe he's real. I think there were a lot of times in our life when we weren't sure if we wanted to be parents, if we ever would be parents, and now that we are, it's just like such a surreal feeling, and we just look at each other and we're like, I can't believe he's real. He is the best. I'm honestly so thankful for him. I'm so thankful that we were chosen to be his parents, because I just can't imagine life any other way. He is the best. So I love it. I love every second. So I wanted to share just a couple of YouTube channel updates. I'm planning on incorporating a little bit of lifestyle content here and there on my channel. I love makeup, but the focus of my channel has always been makeup. But I feel like as my life changes, my interests have changed a little bit, just naturally. I mean, I think becoming a mom is just such a life shift that everything kind of changes in one way or another. You know, I'm still the same. I have a lot of the same interests, but life is just a little bit different these days. And I feel like for me, YouTube is a little bit different these days. I feel like as a whole, it's not as makeup focused as it once was. And I still love beauty videos. I upload 3 beauty videos every week, sometimes 4, because I feel like there's still so much to talk about. But for me, YouTube is my job and my creative outlet. And I feel like sometimes when it comes to makeup, I'm not getting like that creative outlet. So I would love to switch it up and just connect with you guys in a couple of different ways. I've said that in the past, but I feel like now I'm definitely ready to do that. And not a ton, like my channel's not going to do a 180 shift by any means. I still plan on uploading 3 beauty videos every week. And then I was thinking like every other week, I might upload a bonus video on Saturdays that's not beauty related. Whether that is like a follow me around vlog, or even like a shop with me vlog as I check out some new products at Ulta Beauty, or just kind of like a lifestyle favorites, just something a little bit different that I feel like I will really enjoy creating. I love filming beauty content, otherwise I wouldn't do it, but I feel like I just want to sometimes talk about something other than beauty. And when I film a beauty video, I try to keep that strictly beauty, because I know not everyone wants to click on a beauty video and hear about like a baby or lifestyle or something else or pets. So that's why I don't incorporate a lot of that on my channel. So I think by uploading like a bonus video every other week, that will kind of help me, you know, get my creative juices flowing and kind of focus on something other than beauty every once in a while. But I think that's everything I wanted to share with you guys in today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Thanks for sticking with me for so long. I got a comment the other day from one of you guys saying that you've been around since I was doing like Forever 21 hauls and talking about nail polish, and that is forever long. I feel like we've been able to just kind of grow up together, which is so crazy. So if you are new or you've been around for a while, I really appreciate you just taking time out of your day to watch my videos. I know there are so many videos on YouTube you could be watching, so many channels channels you could be watching, and I appreciate that you spend any amount of time here on mine. So thank you guys so much. Again, if you want to check out UnHide, I will put a link in the description box below. You can use my code Andrea to get 20% off. Their products are amazing. You will not regret it. So thanks again for watching. I'll see you guys very soon with a new video. Bye.